everyone, What's Carlton here. Welcome to another awesome day of FileMaker training. Today is an open Q&A day. Some of you have questions. Some of you have questionable questions. So do we have a question? Do we have our first victim
We
from
do have a
anyone?
question, yes, because like what Richard was saying, we will take questions from our audience first before anything else. So I'm going to stop sharing. The first question is from Ed Burkle. Our HQ is under construction in the location of our on-prem server. Our temporary location is a couple blocks away, and quick find is noticeably slower than before.
Yeah, quick
Is there
find sucks.
anything I can do to speed it up? Headquarters is a shared 500 MB cable connection. New location is AT&T 100 MB dedicated connection to the internet.
I don't use quick find largely because every time I use it, somehow it's going to do a search on unstored fields. So if you bring up go to layout mode in FileMaker, and you can see what fields are in. So I guess someone should do this, Margaret. Do you want me, Margaret? You want to pop open your
I
screen?
can
Yeah,
do
well,
it. I can
why don't
do
you
it.
do it? We'll see how good you are. Let's see how good she really is. All right, so fire up a FileMaker file. Okay, go to BVA. Just do that one.
Yeah, we're just going to do BVA. BVA is reliable.
Yeah,
magnifying glass, right?
Yeah, well, then okay, yeah, she can do that. Now go to layout mode. And what happens is if you click on so at the top, well, go back to browser mode for a second, just so everyone understands what quick find is. Not open quickly, quick find. This up here is, Margaret, if you just type something up there, this is what this will do is quickly searches a bunch of this stuff on, loosely you should assume it'll search the stuff that's on the layout for you. The problem is that normally we don't want to do a search on unindexed fields, right? See how this is going? I wasn't too bad. So I found Brent Alger. If you go to layout mode and you click on a field or you look at the field, you can determine whether it is the quick find. If it's green, it's good. So where do we see that at, Jacob? I can't remember where we click on a field. Just click a field. And then where is that at? Where do we see that at?
Do you have it disabled on everything? It's on the right panel. If it's going to be turned on, you can
Margaret,
see it
the data pane.
Yeah.
Data pane.
Yep.
Right?
And then it'll say quick find.
Including quick find.
Yep.
But where's the color part of it where it shows the color at? So
There's the little icon. I don't see it. I usually see the little magnifying glass.
Margaret, go view, go up to view at the top. Maybe we're not seeing because it's turned off in view. Because normally I wouldn't look at it. So we want to see, scroll down, show, hold it, show, go up, hold it, show. Quick, there we go. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so the little green flaggies mean that if you do quick find, they'll go fast. If you have little yellow flaggies, it means it's going to go much slower. But green is fast, yellow is kind of marginal, and red is no bueno at all. And so probably what you would do is you'd want to go over here and click on the items that are yellow, like click on the company one right there, Mark, the top one right there, up, down, right there. Click on that. Then go over there to quick find and just turn it off. Okay, so it's off. So the flag only shows A if it's included in QuickTime, and then it gives you an indicator of what sort of performance penalty will exist, okay? I don't normally use quick find, mostly because it's like worrying about quick find is like kind of like worrying about tab order. It's something you need to do before you really seriously give it to your customer. But a lot of us are building so fast that we don't, unless we're on a very specific workflow, a very specific process where we're going to click here and then do this and do this and do this. We don't really worry about the tab order too much. And this is another one of those areas that gets kind of lost or forgotten. And if you have a bunch, because the rub is if you go up there and do the search, it's going to search through everything. If it's a yellow flag or if it's a green flag, and the more fields that you're including on the layout to be searched, the slower it goes. So my tip would be to remove the things that you don't need.
The other thing I would say is he added some, this is to Ed Burkle, he added some details in chat because I followed up with, okay, what's the internet speed? He said 500 and 100 for the respective offices that they're working out of right now. And the important factor there is the upload speed, though, between those offices. So if their server is, as he states, hosted at the HQ and they have 500 megabit internet, that is great, but that is the downlink speed, not the uplink speed. And when you're searching for records, the server needs to send them to you, which means it is uploading from your HQ to this new temporary secondary office that you're working out of.
Yeah.
And so the upload speed of the server location is what is the key detail there. And he said it is, yes, 500 down, but about 20 up. That is why you are seeing slower performance. the AT&T or the alternate office size that AT&T he said was the provider was 100 in both directions. That's great and would
Yeah.
actually give you a faster
Yes.
experience if you reversed the server was in the alternative office and you were working out of HQ if you flipped the positions.
Yeah.
So
back in the old days, the internet connections were symmetrical, right? For everyone. That means that whatever went up would be the speed that goes down. And then DSL came along, right? And then after that was cable and like
cable's
that.
the common one these days.
But DSL was very much weird. It would be like heavily loaded because like most people, to be clear, this audience, all of you are creators. You are fundamentally creative people. You create, you build, you write, play musical instruments, you speak foreign languages. This is as a general rule, the FileMaker community is a pretty high side on the creative side. If you're a creator, you need to be able to push your creations out of wherever you're at speed. The internet companies don't give a shit about content creators. They mostly want to push down high speed so everyone can watch YouTube or watch NFL Fridays on through their internet cable, whatever. So that they wire it up so most of the bandwidth is downhill. If you're a creative person, you need to be thinking about the uphill bandwidth too. Also important with those numbers are the raw maximum speed. If you have 5 people who are surfing YouTube, they just chewed through a big chunk of that number. Okay. So if Jacob says it's 500 down and 100 up, that's 500. If you shoot everyone and then you have the whole one computer on the network to yourself, okay, that's what you get. But if you have to share it with 8 people and they're actively doing stuff, your performance is going to go down.
He also added the thing that the fields that QuickFind is enabled for are merge fields. Would that affect that at all?
I know it depends on, okay, but a merge, no, merge field by itself, but is the merge field okay, back up. Okay, Margaret, would you like to explain to the audience? I want you to extrapolate an answer. What is the technical difference between a green flag and a yellow flag? We understand green's faster, yellow's slower. What's the difference? Under the hood, what
Are
would constitute
yellow flags relationship fields?
Yeah, it could be. That would through a relationship would slow it down. Okay. But also they are probably unstored or unstored.
Yes.
So it has to calculate them to get the value, right? Where green is a local field and it's indexed. Okay. Does that make sense? And so, yeah, that's what those things. So the question is, how do you make it better? You don't search on unindexed fields. So Margaret, can you drop in the field definitions real quick and just show everyone real quick?
Yeah.
We're talking about pick like a field, just pick a field, any field right there in the middle. Okay, double click that. It's a date field. It is indexed. Because it's indexed, it's fast. If this was a calculation field that happened to be a date field, the calculation could be stored or unstored. If it's unstored, then FileMaker doesn't really know what's in it unless it does the math to generate the value. Okay. If you have 1 million records, you're doing a search, it's going to have to spin 1 million times to all the records to generate the values. Then goes, okay, now that I know what all the values are, what the hell was Margaret searching on or Ed Burkle was searching on? Just if you have yellow, you need to turn them off. Okay. Or buy a better internet or something. Pick some answer in there that you like. But that's the mechanics of this, right?
And also make sure your FileMaker server is on the latest version.